What's going on, my exotic family? Welcome back to another video on my channel. So today's video, as you can see, I'm sitting on the floor. So per in the title, I did get a new snake a couple weeks ago by the name of Luther. Those of you that are on Instagram already know that. He's a 6-foot common boa, so I just kind of wanted to. He deserves his own intro. He has, somewhat of a backstory, and I kind of wanted to make a video on just him so you guys can know who Luther is and meet him, and we can go from there. So let me go ahead and get Luther out. We can get started. So quick disclaimer before I actually grab him out. For him to be as big as the snake as he is not the most relaxed. And what I mean by that is when I pick him up, he actually flails and goes crazy, and it's almost as if like I pick up my rat snake. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to lay him on the floor, and I'm actually going to hold the camera and talk while I'm recording him on the floor. So hopefully you guys will be able to see, but if the camera quality is crappy, that's why, so I do apologize in advance, but I just want to let you guys know. So let's go. Alright everybody, so this is Luther. He's the new boa that I got recently. So just to give you like a little backstory on Luther, I actually got him. One of my followers kind of hit me up on Instagram and let me know that he had a friend that was actually looking to rehome a snake. So I'm super excited about it because who doesn't like a full-grown boa? I mean, look at him. He looks good, right? So anyways, get in touch with her. I let her know that I'm more than happy to take him because I have the room for him and everything like that. So we get through all of that, and we we work out the kinks and the details. I let her know that I have an enclosure for him, but she did say he came with his enclosure, so I went ahead and brought it. So the enclosure actually was this 40 breeder. So he's 6.5 foot, and he's inside of a 3-foot enclosure. It's a little bit tiny for what he needs at this size. So that was issue number 1 that we ran into. Another issue is when he got here, we had him out, and we were just like, letting him just smell the new environment. But we were just, just chilling, talking. They were giving me the rundown on him and basically how long they've had him and everything. So as we're talking, I hear wheezing, and I'm thinking, it's from one of the other reptiles or something like that, and nope, it's not. So as soon as he turns around, there's a huge mucus bubble that comes out of his nose. So instantly I knew that we had some type of respiratory or some type of infection for that matter. So at that point, I went ahead and made a vet appointment to get him in the vet. And it turns out he did have respiratory. So currently he's on injections now. He's about halfway through. So we are still dealing with that. And anybody who deals with a 6-foot snake knows that it is not fun giving a 6-foot snake, or any snake for that matter, injections. So that's been a good process. Luckily, I have friends or have a friend who's able to help me out. So thank you, Aaron. But so needless to say, so he's currently in a 40 breeder. This enclosure right here is what I'm working on to get him in. I just need to do a few more things to it. I actually have to seal the bottom, get my heating in there and everything like that, and he will be in there. And I know some people, generally I would quarantine him, especially because he has, RI, and this is also the room where all of my other reptiles are. However, I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment, so it's not really much of another place where I can really put him, especially since my dog has free roam of the apartment. This room is kind of tucked away and I keep the door closed. So I did run that through with the vet, and he cautioned me to just make sure if I handle him, don't handle any of my other reptiles, and also obviously sanitize. So what I've been doing is, like today, I haven't handled anyone else. Or if I do handle any of my other reptiles, it's before I actually handle him, and I make sure I sanitize in between the meantime. But I also every week, since he's still in here, I've been taking the paper towel out and bleaching it down and giving him new paper towel. So not bleach, I'm sorry, I've been using F10 solution. So that's currently what we're working on for Luther. Like I said, I just got him like 3 weeks ago. Not quite the friendliest, not right now. I mean, he seems all fine and dainty and friendly now, but he's struck at me a couple of times. But I mean, he's a 6-foot snake. He's got a new home. I'm unfamiliar. This is, all types of smells, and then I'm sticking a needle in his back every 3 days. So he has every right to be pissed off at me. But hopefully, once we get him back to full health and he's in his new enclosure and everything, we can, take him out and get him handled more so he can get used to his surrounding, because he does not have an issue with striking. That is something he made apparent. He has no problem with striking, but I just wanted to make a video and formally introduce you guys to Luther, my common boa that I just took in recently. Well, I guess I can talk about the vet visit a little more. Surprisingly, when we went to the vet, he did very well. They gave him his first shot there, which is crazy. They gave him his first shot. He didn't give him any issues. I go to give him a shot. He wants to strike at me. Isn't that crazy? But he's coming along well. I was able to feed him for the first time last week. So he did great with that. I mean, he ate the rat and was perfectly fine. So definitely look out for some updates on him. I post updates of all of my animals on Instagram as usual, so make sure you hit me up at DW Exotics. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and please leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you like this video. Let me know what else you want to see, and lastly, stay exotic.